Hi there, you're welcome to come back again. Today we are going to learn or study some important phrasal verbs to improve your skills in English. Now let's begin. As you see, we have some phrasal verbs to study like sit aside, sit off, sit out, sit up. Yeah. As first, sit aside. I can hear someone asks me, what does it mean set aside? Set aside, overturn a court verdict or decision. Yeah, overturn a court decision or overturn a court verdict. As for example, you can say that as for example, the appeal court set aside the guilty verdict because the evidence was unsatisfactory and declared her not guilty. Again, as for example, the appeal court set aside the guilty verdict because the evidence was unsatisfactory and declared her not guilty. Set aside. It also means to leave out of account, to omit or neglect, or to disagree with something and reject or overturn it. Set aside. To leave out of account, or to omit or neglect, or to disagree with something and reject or overturn it. The next one. Set off. Someone asks me about what does it mean set off. Explode a bomb. Explode a bomb. As for example, you can say, terrorists set off a car bomb in the city center last night. Fortunately, no one was hurt or killed. Again, as for example, you can say, terrorists set off a car bomb in the city center last night. Fortunately, no one was hurt or killed. Set off, it also means ring an alarm, as you see. It also means ring an alarm. Set off, ring an alarm. As for example, you can say, as you see, the smoke set the fire alarm off. The smoke set the fire alarm off. Set off, it also means start a journey. Start a journey. As for example, you can say, we set off for work at 7:30. Again, we set off for work at 7:30. Set off, it also means counterbalance a debt. Set off means counterbalance a debt. As for example, as you see, the company set off its overseas debts against its profits at home. Again, as for example, the company set off its overseas debts against its profits at home. Sit out. I can hear someone asks me about what does it mean sit out. Yeah, sit out it means to show or display or show. Sit out, the figures are set out in the council's annual report. As for example, you can say, the figures are set out in the council annual report. The figures are set out in the council's annual report. Set out. It also means start a journey. Set out. It also means start a journey. As for example, we can say the explorers set out the South Pole yesterday morning. Again, as for example, set out to start a journey. The explorers set out the South Pole yesterday morning. The last one. Sit up. What does it mean sit up? Someone asks you, what does it mean sit up? It means to prepare equipment, software, blah blah blah, for use. Yeah. So to you can say prepare something to use. Yeah. Set up to prepare something. Yeah. To prepare something to use. Yeah. Or for use. Yeah. That's right. So as for example, uh, prepare equipment, software. Yeah. So we can say as for example, the technician set up the computer network perfectly. The technician set up the computer network perfectly. Set up it also means start a company. Start a company. As for example, you can say they set up a .com company, floated it a couple of years later on the stock exchange and made an absolute fortune. Again, they set up a .com company, floated at a couple of years later on the stock exchange and made an absolute fortune. Finally, goodbye for now and many thanks for you.